I have a confession to make. I love winter. This is Bayfield, Wisconsin, home of the incredible Apostle Island ice caves off the coast of Lake Superior. It hasn't been cold enough to walk on the ice since 2009. This past winter, everyone else I knew was vacationing in warm climates, while I headed on the adventure of a lifetime. There's no guarantee that weather will permit access on any given day. It was worth the risk. This is the entrance onto Lake Superior. The caves don't start for about a mile, and then they extend for 2.5 miles approximately along the coast of the lake. I went by myself, recently having lost my husband, and admittedly was feeling a bit sorry for myself and lonely. I spent 4 hours on the lake the first day and 7.5 the second. Thankfully, I arrived early enough so that I could capture many photos like this without people in them, as there were 11,000 visitors estimated on some weekends. Each cave was unique. I didn't have time to see everything. People used flashlights and crawled through this exceptional cave. I met and interviewed many visitors. Some drove through the ice that morning in a storm. Did I tell you I have a frost fetish? Can you imagine my excitement to see frost that I've never seen like this? And from one day to the next, even during one day, the frost changes. 3-inch frost spikes. 20 years ago, I had an accident involving watercolor painting and frost. This year, I was able to duplicate this. By the breath of God, frost is given. Job 37:10. Incredible. Feast for the eyes. Looking out of the caves. Angles. Geometry. They say it's the wind. Breathe it in, breathe it out. You can see the uniqueness of each cave, and to share this experience with like-minded people like those of you here. I wasn't alone. I was with 2,000 people that day. There were babies on sleds, dogs on leashes, and cross-country skiers, which you may need if it happened to snow that day. You are at the mercy of Mother Nature when you choose this adventure. There are several frozen waterfalls, and some of them you could just hear the water rushing through the inside of them. Notice the lacy patterns on this ice formation, and some of them have smooth formations just like glass. Locals told me the ice colors are different every year. Notice this aqua and peach. There were many tints of green, gold, yellow, violet, and blue. Just extraordinary. There's a little cave there, right there. My secret, I give to you all at last. Watercolors can freeze like frost patterns. This is what I was able to duplicate. Cave-ish, isn't it? I went abstract this year, working from my subconscious, creating shapes and colors with frozen waterfall qualities. Shapes and colors. That's really all painting is. Without these Crompton boot cleats, I could never scaled the ice wall to get up into this location behind this waterfall. But you want to make sure that you have the right size and the good ones. This, the artist's favorite, could only be captured from that last position. Now, many people did slip and fall during those 2 days. In fact, there were 2 broken arms. Now this, I had to lie down completely on my side to squeeze into a slot to see this ceiling of 360 degrees of amazing eye candy. By the return back, there were many more people, and I was told just in this area it was 100 feet deep. It was a very tiring journey back. Bend around bend, and there'd be one more bend. It was a long 7 miles. It's never really safe. These are local Chippewa rangers, and they're constantly checking for safety. In the end, the strong winds break the ice off the rocks and crack and shift the ice on the lake. Please join me, everybody, in this stance of power and celebrate the awe of winter. We're waiting for frost, waiting for frost. Thank you.